Narrator. Hello, fantastic English learners, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast's beginner series. I'm your narrator, and I'm so happy you're here with us today. The weekend. What a wonderful word. For many of us, the weekend means a break from work or school, a time to relax, have fun, or do things we enjoy. Talking about your weekend is one of the most common and natural conversation topics you'll encounter. It's a way to catch up with friends, colleagues, or new acquaintances. It helps you share your personal experiences, ask about others' lives, and learn about different activities people do in their free time. Knowing how to describe your past weekend and talk about your plans for the upcoming weekend in English will greatly improve your ability to have casual, friendly conversations. That's why today we're focusing on talking about your weekend in English. We'll explore simple words and phrases to talk about activities, feelings, and plans related to Saturday and Sunday. Learning these phrases will give you a great boost in your ability to share your personal experiences and connect with others. In this episode, you're about to hear a natural and easy-to-follow conversation between two friends, Arthur and Beatrice. They will talk about their last weekend, what they did, what they enjoyed, and then briefly touch upon their plans for the next one. They'll use simple English, making it easy for you to understand and start talking about your own weekends. After their conversation, we'll have a short, active practice session to help you use these new words and phrases yourself. Listen closely to their simple English and the useful vocabulary they use. Get ready to expand your vocabulary and practice listening just by tuning in. Let's dive into the conversation. Arthur: Hi Beatrice. How are you today? It's Monday and I'm still thinking about my weekend. It was quite busy. How was your weekend, Beatrice? Did you do anything interesting? Beatrice: Hi Arthur. I'm doing great, thank you. You're right, Mondays always make me think about the weekend too. My weekend was lovely actually. It was quite relaxing. On Saturday morning I woke up a bit late, around 9 a.m., and then I went to a local cafe to have breakfast. I had a croissant and a big cup of coffee. It was very peaceful. After that, I spent most of the afternoon reading a new book in the park near my apartment. The sun was shining and it was perfect. What about you, Arthur? What did you do on Saturday? Arthur: That sounds wonderfully relaxing, Beatrice. Waking up late, a peaceful cafe breakfast, and reading in the park in the sunshine. That sounds like a perfect Saturday morning and afternoon. My Saturday was a bit more active. In the morning I went for a long bike ride with my cycling group. We rode about 50 kilometers along the River Seine in Paris, starting near the Eiffel Tower and going west. It was quite a workout, but the views were beautiful. In the afternoon, I met some friends for lunch at a small pizzeria on Rue Saint-André des Arts, 75006 Paris. What did you do on Saturday evening, Beatrice? Did you stay home or go out? Beatrice: A 50-kilometer bike ride along the River Seine sounds very energetic, Arthur. And lunch at a pizzeria on Rue Saint-André des Arts sounds delicious. You had a very active Saturday. On Saturday evening I stayed in and watched a movie on a streaming service. I ordered some takeout food, a vegetarian curry, and just relaxed on my sofa. It was a calm and cozy evening after a relaxing day. I needed some quiet time. What about your Saturday evening, Arthur? Did you continue your active day or relax? Arthur: Staying in with takeout and a movie sounds like a perfect cozy evening after a busy week, Beatrice. I often enjoy those quiet nights too. My Saturday evening was quite social. I went to a friend's birthday party. It was held at a bar in the Marais district, on Rue de Rosiers, 75004 Paris. There was music, dancing, and lots of laughter. I stayed quite late, almost until 2 a.m. It was a lot of fun, but I was very tired when I got home. What did you do on Sunday morning, Beatrice, after your relaxed Saturday? Beatrice: A birthday party in the Marais district, staying out late, music and dancing. That sounds like a lively and fun Saturday evening, Arthur. I hope you didn't feel too tired on Sunday. On Sunday morning I actually had a plan. My apartment is located on Calle Mayor, 28013 Madrid, Spain. I went to a local market near the Plaza Mayor. I love walking around the market, seeing all the fresh vegetables, fruits and flowers. I bought some fresh bread, cheese and some beautiful sunflowers. It was a nice way to start the day, getting some fresh air and seeing people. Did you have any plans for Sunday morning, Arthur, after your late night? Arthur. Shopping at a local market near Plaza Mayor and buying fresh bread, cheese, and sunflowers sounds like a lovely and traditional Sunday morning, Beatrice. It's nice to start the day with fresh air and local produce. After my late night, my Sunday morning was a bit slower. I slept in until almost 10 a.m., which was good. Then I made myself a big breakfast at home, scrambled eggs, toast, and a strong coffee. After that, I spent some time cleaning my apartment. I did some laundry, vacuumed the floors, and tidied up. It wasn't exciting, but it felt good to have a clean space for the new week. What did you do on Sunday afternoon, Beatrice? Beatrice. Sleeping in and making a big breakfast sounds like the perfect recovery after a late party, Arthur. And cleaning your apartment is always a satisfying feeling, even if it's not exciting. On Sunday afternoon, I decided to be a bit more active after my relaxing Saturday. I went to a museum, the Prado Museum in Madrid. They had a special exhibition of old Spanish paintings, and I spent about 2 hours walking around and looking at the art. I really enjoy looking at art. After that, I met a friend for a light dinner at a small tapas bar. What about your Sunday afternoon, Arthur? Did you have more plans or did you relax? Arthur. Visiting the Prado Museum and seeing an exhibition of Spanish paintings sounds very enriching, Beatrice. And a light dinner at a tapas bar afterwards sounds like a lovely way to end the day. My Sunday afternoon was quite different. I decided to visit my parents. They live in a small town about an hour's drive from Paris in Versailles, France. We had a quiet family lunch together and then we just sat in their garden and talked. It was nice to spend some peaceful time with them away from the city. I drove back to Paris in the early evening. How did you feel after your weekend, Beatrice? Ready for the new week? Beatrice. Visiting your parents in Versailles and having a quiet family lunch in their garden sounds very nice, Arthur. Spending peaceful time with family is always a good idea. Yes, after my weekend I felt very refreshed and ready for the new week. The mix of relaxing with reading and movies, and then being a bit more active with the market and the museum felt like a good balance. I also felt prepared because I had done some small chores around the house on Friday evening. Did you feel ready for the new week, Arthur, after your busy and social weekend? Arthur. I'm glad you felt refreshed, Beatrice. A good balance of activities and relaxation is key. For me, after my busy and social weekend, I felt a little tired but also very happy. The bike ride was great exercise and the party was a lot of fun. So, I felt like I had made the most of my free time. By the time I had cleaned my apartment on Sunday morning, I felt more organized for the week. So yes, mostly ready, but I needed an early night on Sunday. Do you have any specific plans for the upcoming weekend, Beatrice? Beatrice. Feeling tired but happy means you had a great weekend, Arthur. And getting organized helps for the new week. Yes, I do have a plan for the upcoming weekend. On Saturday, I'm going to a cooking class with my sister. We're going to learn how to make traditional Spanish paella. I'm very excited about it. It's at a cooking school located at Plaza de España, 28008 Madrid. On Sunday, I plan to visit a friend who lives outside the city in a small village. We'll have lunch and go for a walk in the countryside. What about you, Arthur? Any plans for the upcoming weekend? Arthur. A cooking class to learn how to make paella sounds fantastic, Beatrice. And visiting a friend in the countryside for lunch and a walk sounds like a lovely, relaxing Sunday. My upcoming weekend also has some plans. On Saturday, I'm going to a soccer match with my brother. Our favorite team is playing at the Parc des Princes Stadium, which is on Rue du Commandant Guilbault, 75016 Paris. I'm really looking forward to cheering for them. On Sunday, I plan to have a more relaxed day. I might go to an art exhibition at a gallery I haven't visited yet, and then meet a different friend for coffee. Do you think weekends are mostly for relaxing or for being active, Beatrice? Beatrice. A football match at Parc des Princes sounds very exciting, Arthur. I hope your team wins. And visiting an art exhibition followed by coffee sounds like a nice, relaxed Sunday. For me, I think weekends should have a mix of both relaxing and active time. If I only relax, I sometimes feel like I haven't done anything. But if I'm too active, I feel tired on Monday. So, a good balance is best. Maybe a relaxing Saturday and an active Sunday or vice versa. What do you think, Arthur? Are weekends for rest or for activity? Arthur, I totally agree, Beatrice. A mix is definitely the best approach. If I only relax, I get bored, and if I'm only active, I'm exhausted. Finding that good balance is key to feeling refreshed and happy on Monday morning. It's about personal energy levels and what makes you feel good. This has been a great chat about weekends. I've really enjoyed hearing about your lovely, balanced weekend. Beatrice, yes, it has been, Arthur. I've really enjoyed hearing about your active and social weekend and your upcoming plans. It's always interesting to learn about how people spend their free time. Arthur, it definitely is, Beatrice. It helps us understand each other better. Well, it was really nice talking to you about weekends. I should probably get going now. I have a lot of work to do this week. Beatrice, of course, Arthur. I understand completely. I hope you have a productive week. It was really nice catching up with you and learning so much about your weekend. Have a great rest of your day. Arthur, you too, Beatrice. Enjoy your week. See you around soon. Beatrice, see you, Arthur. Practice session. Your turn to speak. Narrator. All right, fantastic learners, it's your turn to practice. I'll ask you a question about your weekend. Listen to my question, then say your answer aloud. Try to use the new phrases you heard today. What was one thing you did last Saturday? Good. Now, what did you do last Sunday? Excellent. One more. What is one thing you plan to do next weekend? Narrator. Fantastic work. Now just quickly repeat these two important phrases after me. I went for a bike ride. I will visit my friends. Narrator. You're doing great. Keep practicing talking about your weekend in English. Conclusion. Narrator. Wow, you've done an incredible job today. You just practiced a very common and natural topic. Talking about your weekend in English. You can now confidently describe activities you did, how you felt, and what your plans are for the upcoming free days. This is a fantastic step in your English journey. Remember to use these new phrases every day. The next time someone asks, "How was your weekend?" or "What are your plans for the weekend?" try to describe it in English to yourself or a friend. Every time you practice, you're building real confidence step by wonderful step. Keep learning, keep speaking. Don't miss our next lesson in the beginner series. Goodbye for now.